All right, guys, sorry I couldn't be there today. Sent you an email telling you why. Hopefully everything's good. Going to do a quick video here of like 4 or 5 examples of what you're going to see in your assignment. Please look at these and then do your assignment as best you can. We'll review it on Thursday, but you should be able to do this. This is old stuff you've done before. First of all, if you see a negative square root, it has to be a square root. Like this negative 100, we're going to take an I out first, and what happens is that makes the square root positive. So I on 100, you know the square root of 100 is 10. So just get 10 out. So this first set, that's all you do. Take an I out, which makes it negative, and then break down the square root as best you can. Second type is addition and subtraction. I'm going to show you subtraction because it's harder, but addition works the same way. You have 2 options here. I'm going to do number 21 here. If you want to, you can just straight up subtract like 10 minus 5, just the 2 real parts. It's 5. 7i minus 3i is 4i. You can go like that, or if you need a little bit more help, what you can do is you can distribute the minus sign. Take that minus sign right there, change the signs in the second parentheses, then add the real parts, and then add the imaginary parts, and you're still going to get 5 plus 4i. Addition's even easier. You just add straight across. Add your real part, add the imaginary part. All right, multiplication. I'm going to show you a couple of these. If it's just distributive, be 16i minus 6i squared. Now, one thing I needed you to get from that video from last night is anytime you see I squared, guys, it's -1. Drill that in your head. I squared is -1. I squared is -1. So if that I squared out there is -1, that changes that -6 to a +6. So we're going to get 6 plus 16i. Now, when we write our answers, we always want the real part first, the imaginary part second. I'm also going to do number 42 right here. That's just straight up FOIL. So I'm going to go first, outer, inner, last. Now 2 things are happening here. That's an I squared at the end. That's not a very good one. First, if I have those 2, I can add together. That's -46i. There's I squared again, guys. I squared is -1. I squared is -1. It makes that 10 become -10. So I'm taking 24 and -10, which gives me 14. And there you go. It takes 2 steps to do that. All right, here's our old thing. We've done this all year long. It's got a square. I'm about to go square, multiply, double, square. So I'm going to square the 5, 25. If I multiply those 2, I get -20i. If I double that, I get -40i. Then I'm going to square the second one. If you square a negative, it becomes positive. If you square 4, if you square I. Now, what would be done is if you can never leave an I squared. Remember, I squared is -1. I squared is -1. That makes that 16 become -16. So if I do 25 and -16, that's 9. And I got a -40i. Same old, same old. I squared, -1. All right, last thing. When we divide, we're actually going to multiply by the conjugate. I'm going to do 66 right here. When I say conjugate, the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of 2 plus I is 2 minus I. Get to the top and the bottom. Now, when you do the bottom, those are conjugates. We do first, last. Okay, so 2 times 2 is 4. If I do positive I times negative I, it is -I squared. And my numerator, I'm just going to distribute. I times 2 is 2i. I times -I squared. Do not cancel right there. You can't cancel with addition and subtraction. On my denominator, remember, that's -1. If I do 4 minus -1, that's 5. It's really 4 plus 1. On the numerator, that's -1. But it's minus -1, which makes it +1. And I'm going to bring that 2i down. Remember, put the real part in front of the imaginary part. And guys, that's one of everything you're going to see. Hope that helps. Do the best you can. We'll review on Thursday like we always do, and we'll spend a lot of time doing these. You're going to see a lot of I's the next few days. So hang in there. See you tomorrow.